Hi everybody, welcome to Great British Chefs Academy. My name's Graham Hornigold, Michelin-starred pastry consultant. What we're going to be learning today is understanding how to cook a brulee tart and to glaze it properly. What we have here then is our pan. We're just going to make a very quick anglaise because it's a cooked mix. So we have the suspension of the spices and the vanilla running through it. So when we cook it, it doesn't just drop down and you only have one layer of flavour. You have the flavour running through the entire dish. So the cream just goes into the pan. Just pop that in and bring that up gently. To that we can add our vanilla. So just extract in this instance. Then we have some sugar, caster sugar. Just goes into the bowl. Sugar and egg yolks go in here. And again, what you have to do is remembering when you put sugar directly onto eggs, you need to whisk it straight away because otherwise it burns. It becomes bitty and you'll never recover the egg. So whisk it straight away. We're going to spice this a little bit with another little spice. This is clove, just going in there as well. Take a little bit of our cream, pour that on, and then just tempering the yolks so that you don't just add all of the hot to it and essentially cook them straight away. They're at a more even temperature now. Okay, so this time you finish with the whisk because you don't want to add air to it. So we'll move to Marie's. That goes in. Just mix those together. Just pop that back into the pan. So this goes back onto the stove and you can't stop this from moving now because obviously you've added the eggs, you don't want it to scramble. Ideally, what you want to do is you just want to run your finger over the back and you get it so that it creates this line through it. So that's ready. This goes back into our bowl. Then we're going to take a whisk and start whisking it down so it cools quickly. You don't want it overcooked now. So we have the brulee mix ready. What we're going to do is we're going to pour that into the tart while it's nice and warm so it doesn't separate. So we grab our tart case, blind baked, nice and golden brown, egg washed out, just so it keeps the integrity of the tart whilst we add a wet filling. And what we're going to do is we're going to transfer that then to a jug. And what we do then is we just half fill the tart mould here on the table. Then we'll take it to the oven just to finish it off and bring it to the top of the level of the tart. So here we have our brulee tart out of the oven. As you can see, it's just got a very slight wobble. I can just knock it there and it still moves. What we'll do is we'll just take the paper off because you don't want it to catch fire. Because it's still warm slightly, you can just dust it inside the ring. So just first layer, icing sugar, all the way out to the edge so you cover the pastry as well. That way you don't burn the pastry. So a good covering to start. Very light on the flame. And don't move the tart, move the tray. You're aiming it just past the paste edge because as the flame hits the tart, it expands and goes across it. Don't leave it in one space for any time too long because it will burn, obviously. It's very fine sugar, so you have to be very careful with it. So once you've got this initial layer of sugar on, life becomes a bit easier. So again, second layer of sugar. Just take your time. I'm going to give this 3 layers, not because I like sugar, but just because I just like to have that extra textural value. We can take the ring off. Again, two palette knives, one either side, lift, place it directly where you want it, and then leave it to cool. Leave it to fully set. So here we have our brulee tart, and if I put my knife through that, it's going to crunch. Thanks very much for watching this episode, and we look forward to seeing you again on Great British Chefs Academy.